Hello ladies and gentlemen, so this is a quick video that I just wanna made since the new sets came out, and I kinda wanna put this out of my head before I forget and give you guys my thoughts on these sets and what it could imply for the meta, how good they are and stuff like that. The first set is Shaka, which is the hometown of the Misha character, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Now, this is a weird set to come out at this time where dual DPS is a thing, because this is a set that very much incentivizes hypercarry teams. If you look at the other supportive sets, you have the first one was the Fleet of the Ageless, which was a attack percent generic, but it didn't have ERR to help out with energy requirements. The enemies are getting faster and the enemies are trying to hit you more. The energy regeneration rate was not as important as it could have been, but it is still very nice for, you know, low cycle teams that don't rely on getting hit, which is good. And then you have the other set, which is the, what's it called again? The Pentacon set. Yeah, the Pentacon set gives 10% damage percent, but it was more restricted to mono element type teams. And then you had the Broken Keel, which did have an effect res requirement, but it gave you 10% crit damage, which almost any character can utilize. So if you take this and compare it to other sets, it's not that crazy, but this is a very weird set to come out at this time because it is just a, you know, pure hyper carry support thing that, you know, increases attack, which is weird. Attack is generally weaker because it's oversaturated by a lot of support buffs, so I don't know what they're trying to do here. We're gonna speculate on that later, but let's go to the other set. The Wondrous Banana Amusement Park, which increases the wearer's crit damage by 16%, that's pretty decent. When the target summoned by the wearer is on the field, crit damage additionally increases by 32%. There we go. So, a target summoned by the wearer is on the field. I assume that's something like Topaz, and Topaz is Nami, and Lightning Lord from Jing Yuan. Robin wouldn't be able to make use of this. She's not a, you know, her crit damage is fixed, so it doesn't really. And I guess if Firefly's timer thing counts, then she could get this effect, but again, she doesn't get anything off crit damage. So this is the thing that I want to contend. Are they gonna try and make a meta where it's summoning the target? Because we do have a precedent for those kinds of units. In the event with the trash cans, I guess they beta tested what a character that could do summons could be viable for and how much it would necessarily break the game, which I guess they thought, okay, well, you know, doing summons isn't gonna break the game, so let's just try and make it the new in thing to do. Again, I'm speculating here, but these are two very interesting sets to come out at this time, because none of these would be useful for the current meta of the follow-up attack team. Like, even Topaz doesn't really care about the second set. And the weirdest part about this is is that the first set is for a hyper carry and the second set is for a summon DPS, which is, if you eliminate everyone, it's only Jing Yuan. What are they trying to do here? Like, are they gonna make a meta focused around Jing Yuan or characters that are similar to Jing Yuan? If that's the case, then that's really funny that they're trying to loop back to 1.0 in the future versions. I don't know, honestly. This just has nothing to do with the current meta of things, and the fact that the second set does have a bit of beta testing, quote-unquote, in the form of the trash can event. So I think more likely than not, this will be somewhat the new meta, at least the second set. The first set might not be, because it is just a generic hypercarry set. I could see this not leading to anything, but the second set is very interesting to me. And the big thing also about this second set is that if they are trying to make a follow-up DPS similar to Jing Yuan that summons things, then they're also gonna bring summon supports that, like, they have to do that, right? Like, they had to make them more viable compared to other characters that they're gonna make a support dedicated to those archetypes, right? Like, more, I feel like that's gonna be more likely than not if they will try to do it. And that's probably the time that Jing Yuan finally gets a buff that fixes his mechanics, which is I don't know how I feel about that implication, honestly. But I guess it's nice for the Jing Yuan mains that have been waiting for that kind of thing. This is a very, very weird set to drop that I feel like it's gonna be something bigger down the line. So yeah, that's my entire thoughts on those two relic sets. Do the algorithm stuff. I hope I didn't take too much of your time, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.